As we hit the bottom of the hour news break, you had just wrapped up stone fruits. So am I losing track? Did we hit all 20, or is there something other than citrus and stone fruits in the fruit category?
There are more. There's a category called the Pome fruits, or the Rosaceae family stuff, and that's the ones that have the seed kind of packets on the interior that have almost like a shell or a paper around them. They got the seeds in the middle, like an apple.
Apple's not a stone fruit.
Apple is not a stone fruit.
I thought that was in the stone fruit.
Nope.
So does pomegranate come in this category too?
Pomegranate's not in this category. We call that a Mediterranean, so that's a totally different world. I mean, I don't. Pomegranates, there's actually fruit inside that fruit, if because the seeds in the middle of the little kernels that are inside of those things. But in the pome fruit category, with an apple, probably the best producing apples, and there's two. It's kind of hits two in that category of apple. It's the Anna apple, very low chill apple variety, loves the heat. The Anna apple, and then the Dorset golden apple, very reliable apple trees. And the third one in that category, go ahead.
I was just saying, Anna can be a little tart. It's a great baking apple.
Yes.
You may not pull it off the tree and eat it. It's not for everyone that way.
Well, if you take it a little later. Yeah, horses love them, but that's one that for me, it's like early season Anna. I'm going to cook with it. It's tart. It's great for apple pies, fritters, stuff like that. And then later season Anna apple gets sweet again. When it starts getting a nice red blush, they get actually quite sweet. The Dorset Golden, that one's going to be a little bit more on the sweet side pretty much the entire time. But it's going to be starchy when it's not ripe, and so it'll get a little bit of that golden hue. That's when you know it's going to be the sweetest. And so very diverse. Those two apples are actually really diverse. I like the utility of those two.
And apples, in my opinion, and peach too, they take the most work in the bloom, in the flowering season. Like citrus, you don't have to worry about it. Flower, citrus, big. But if you don't thin out your peaches or your apples, you end up like raisins size.
Yeah, and that's important too. And one cool thing about the apple varieties is that if you really want to get the biggest apples you can, pay attention to how those blooms work. They work in clusters, and there's usually about 5 blooms, and then there's a center bloom that's bigger than all the other ones, and that one they call the king bloom. And if you let that one go, that one's going to produce your biggest apple out of that cluster.
So you pull the other 5 off.
Pull the other ones off, you'll get one huge apple out of that center king bloom. And so that's just a little food for thought.